world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 30 on second down, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was they backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung him there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 31, Pickett. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now Pickett on fourth down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Davis Price will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett now from the gun here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back to throw, Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Dallas.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. 21-0 our score after 1. They want it first. They need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll get a look to throw it here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. On 2nd and goal. Purdy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, They threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Purdy off the play fake.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Purdy now to throw. He gets this one to Davis Price.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Purdy on 4th down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now they will run it with Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Purdy looking to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Pickett under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Cowboys 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. Oh, he bowls over it. A second pen has fallen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him.
And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Hilton, nobody to beat. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 81 yards on the kickoff return. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Blankenship out for the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Vikings 35. Cowboys 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Coverage on the play by Draymond Diggs.